Over the last 10 years, I've been a part of a lot of different gaming communities. And all of them share this exact same issue. Gamers don't know how to disagree. And with the Game Awards going on last night, I think there is no better time to talk about this. So, what I mean by gamers don't know how to disagree is, I mean when you view a game differently than them, and they take it as a personal attack. If you have even a slight audience, then whether you think a character in a game is better than another, you think a game is better than another game, you think a game is good, you think a game is bad. Literally, if you have any sort of opinion on anything gaming related, you will get at least one person attacking you for it. Instead of just saying something like, I disagree. I understand your points, but I still disagree, and here is why. And then, giving their reasons towards disagreeing. That's how you disagree. It's respectful. You aren't coming off in a rude or toxic way. You're just having a conversation. Which, during and after the Game Awards, this always spikes up to be an even bigger issue than normal. When the game people didn't want to win wins in their category, chat will just erupt with people calling it trash. Like, the game is very clearly not trash if it's winning an award at by far the biggest gaming award show. I don't get what these people don't understand. Maybe they don't like the game personally. That is perfectly fine. If you are disappointed by a certain game not winning, I fully get that. I myself don't care at all what games win or lose. I'm just saying, don't make yourself look stupid because of it. You could say, I think this game should have won because of this reason and that reason. That would actually get your point across. Just calling a game trash does not add anything. It accomplishes nothing. This exact same thing happens with the game announcements. People are quick to call a game trash or boring or bad just off of a reveal trailer. Which in some cases is correct. Like whatever that AI slop cat game was, yes, that is trash because it is just AI cash grab slop. See, I have an actual reason behind calling it trash, and so do many other people on the internet, everyone's saying the same thing about it. But when a game gets announced by a team that is renowned for being quality, especially if it's a sequel to a game or like a spiritual successor or whatever else, and you call it trash, you're just not understanding it. Which may sound pretentious, but I could explain my reasoning, and I could explain it very easily. You are not the target audience. That's it. The game is not meant for you. It's not hard to look at a game and go, this looks good, but it's not something I want to play. It's not a matter of the game being bad, it just simply means it isn't for you, and that's okay. I'm not making this video because there was a specific game I was excited for and I'm trying to defend it. I'm just tired of seeing these people who know absolutely nothing about what they are criticizing calling something trash without reason. There were games, of course, that I looked at and went, dang, that's pretty ugly. But I'm not going to call it trash because clearly the art style is just not for me. Like, there's this art style mostly seen in indie games where the shadows just look like mold. I don't know how else to describe it, but I don't like it, and so I won't play it. But I would be an absolutely befuddled fool to say the game looks like trash. That art style is extremely popular for a reason. People like it. And I'm just not one of those people that likes it. That means it isn't for me. I am not the target audience. It's just a pet peeve of mine, and I know I'm looking too deep into it, but good lord, it annoys the hell out of me to see these people so disrespectful towards these things that people dedicate years and years of their life towards. You can dislike something and still be respectful about it, which is something the gaming community worldwide needs to hear. Maybe not even worldwide, it might just be an American thing, I don't know. Now, that topic's not even the main point of the video. This video is more personal than that. This video is about how players interact with other players. So, I'm going to set up an example. Player A enjoys a game that most players do not. The game is a part of a well-loved series and is generally regarded as by far the worst one. But despite that, it is Player A's favorite game in the series. Player B hates the game but enjoys the rest of the series. How do you expect Player B to respond after hearing that Player A's favorite game in the series is the one they dislike the most? If you answered, Player B is happy that Player A loves the game despite not being a fan of it personally, and the two discuss why they feel so differently about the game, then you would be wrong. In reality, Player B shuns Player A, insulting them and calling them wrong and the game trash, despite not acknowledging any of player A's reasoning behind loving the game so much, and despite the fact that player A still loves the other games in the series. But player B will never know that because they weren't willing to have a discussion about the series, and went straight to insults before even hearing them out. If you have ever been in a gaming community, then you have seen stuff like this happen time and time again. And it goes deeper than just someone liking a game and another player not liking a game. It can be within the game itself. Like, I love competitive Smash Ultimate. It's why I have SSB in my channel link. Originally, that's what I wanted to make videos on. And I love the community to death. I've met some of my favorite people in the world through the game, both online and in person. But the Smash Ultimate community has a big issue with how they discuss characters. Generally speaking, most players think Steve is the best character in the game. But there are some players who think Sonic is the best character in the game. Instead of these disagreements turning into conversations, a large majority of the players who think Steve is the best resort to calling people who disagree with them stupid or something along those lines. Usually worse than that, but I don't like to say things too harsh in my videos. Also, going on a bit of a side tangent, the way people treat Steve players is absurd. It is a competitive game. When you go to a tournament, the game is competitive, so it is a competitive game. There are going to be plenty of players who play the character most commonly said is the best in the game. And he's also Steve from Minecraft, the biggest game of all time. People are going to play him. And yet so many people say Steve players don't deserve their wins. Hell, the best player in my state, and one of, if not the best Steve player in the United States, Anin, has received death threats just because they play the character. It's genuinely insane, and if you support this kind of behavior, I do not respect you as a person. Anyways, back to the main topic. My main point is exactly what I said at the start of the video. Players don't know how to disagree with each other. In any games community, you can find endless examples of what I mean. If you go to a video of someone critiquing a game or a part of a game, whether they like it or dislike it, someone is going to be insulting them and telling them that they are wrong without giving any reason behind it. This has been a thing for years, and I don't know if this video is going to get 10 views or 1,000 views, but if one of those people who does this watches this video, then please explain to me why you do it in the comments. I know asking someone to give a reason towards why they don't give a reason is dumb and probably won't amount to anything, but I genuinely do not understand it. Why do you not hear these people out? They aren't wrong for liking something that you don't like or not liking something that you do like. You just have differing opinions. This is also an issue with more than just video games. It's media in general, and honestly, it's even worse when you get to music discussions. I won't go too much on that because this is about video games. But oh my god, if you want to see the most insufferable and brainless responses, just go to any music critic's comment section. It doesn't matter who. As long as they are critiquing music, you will see people so dumb that you won't even believe they are real. It's like the gaming situation I'm talking about now, but 10 times worse. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to rant on. The lesson here is don't insult someone because they like something you don't like. Either hear them out and talk with them about it, or don't say anything at all.